See that small brick building? It used to be an upholstery shop. Now it's inhabited by a very skilled taxidermist, whose art is greatly in demand. When it was an upholstery shop, it didn't see nearly as much business. The old shop's name has been lost to time and weather. This was decades ago, and the only trace of it now is the grade frame and an old sign behind the new lettering, which now reads Trapper, Stalker, and Sportsman. And then below, smaller, no specimen is too exotic, no arrangement too fanciful. Some of the upholstery equipment is still there too. It still sees active use. Elise is the resident artist, though she's not the owner of the shop. Huh. It's owned by her aunt Ida. Ida has very little to do with the day-to-day. She's busy with other endeavors, mostly the restaurant she and her husband run on Lake Lev. This must be the tiki bar. Well, a tiki bar. Shannon retreats to the TV room to browse Mammoth's video collection, or Shannon followed the other travelers ashore to a drowsy beachside bar called the Rum Colony. Oh, I'm at a loss, because I would love for Shannon to go down and fiddle with the TV, but I'm afraid if I do, Conway will go inside and get completely plastered. Well, Conway's already got beer on the boat, so if he doesn't come with us, at least I can intercept him if he tries. So we're going to go on to the Rum Colony just to see if Conway goes and see if we can stop him from being stupid. Because I really love to fiddle with the VCR. Act 4, Scene 3. The Rum Colony. Guess that's so we can go back. Yep, sounds like him. To Shannon. Our friend Cyrano is booked here tonight. He's pretty good. He's a wizard of the lap steel guitar. Are you two coming ashore? Oh, sure. We'll be up in a minute. You couldn't hold me back. Oh, I don't know. Kate says just to wander back whenever. This is a take it easy kind of stop. She doesn't even blow the foghorn to round up the crew here. No point. Something about this spot. It's like wax in the ear when it comes to timetables and responsibilities. I was supposed to meet someone here earlier tonight about some bike parts. Hope she's still around. Oh, I'm sure she is, ma'am. Half sleeping into a fragrant mug with all the other wayward sailors. Alright, so let's wayward up the road a little bit. I'm just hoping Conway's not up here. Stay on the boat getting drunk, buddy. I mean, that kind of drunk, not this kind of drunk. Anybody around here we can talk to? Oh, here we go. Bureau folks. Hey guys, you on vacation? The water's fine, invigorating. It makes me want to run. I could gallop up and down this beach like a horse. Clerk Bohm. Nice. Tometstein. What's he yelling about? He wants to run on the beach, like a horse, he says. Oh dear. What's in these drinks? You folks work at the Bureau? We're celebrating! We just hit a big milestone, you know. The clerks both pause, waiting for the other to speak. Well, tell her about it. But I don't know anything more than you do. It was part of my caseload. Or wasn't part of my caseload, excuse me. Well, it wasn't part of mine. I wonder just what we're celebrating. It doesn't matter. Invigorating! Catch anything, Lewis? So did you find what you were looking for? With Lula, I mean? It's a work in progress. I know what you mean. I've been working on... I think I will go for a run along the beach, as soon as I'm finished with this drink. Try not to yell so loud, Lewis. I'm afraid you'll shake the ceiling loose. You okay, buddy? Standing... Okay, well, we can't get to him, and he's just standing in the water, so I guess Lewis is chilling over there. Conway, you're not up here, are you? Hey, Patch. Let's talk to Patch. Junebug, hey, guess who I just saw? Like an hour ago. I don't even care. How are you, Patch? Oh man, you know, Carl had that gig for a minute at the AAA Burgers, but they went out of business. If our numbers were better here, we could just work on this record and it'd be fine, but you know how it is. For now, he's selling flowers on the river. Say hi if you pass him. Hey, any of your friends want a drink? I've got time. Busy night, but everyone's deep in their straws by now. Why so busy? It's these kooks from upriver. They all came in together. I think it's some kind of work thing. They're nice enough, but, you know, I've got to keep an eye out for lightweight trying to swim home or something. I don't have time for that kind of... Excuse me, I don't have that kind of insurance. Anyway, I don't mind them, but you know how territorial Don and Sunny get after a couple of Mai Tais. Speaking of which, what have you been mixing up? Let's see. What's good tonight? Dark sweet tiki? What's that like? Chill a tall glass with a little grapefruit juice at the bottom, then just keep pouring in gold rum till it starts to turn iridescent. Add lime juice, white grapefruit juice, and pineapple juice. Some folks like sugar. I always include a toothpick. What else you got? Salty cocktail on the grog? Grog! What's that like? 1 shot 151 proof rum, 2 shots of light rum, lime juice, refrigerate, throw an apple peel on top. What else you got? Blue Devil? And what's that like? 1 shot dark rum, 2 shots of white rum, pineapple juice, stir, throw an orange peel on top. What else have you got? The brownish death? Oh, we have to hear what this one's like. 1 part sugar, 1 part light rum. I throw a little umbrella on there to soften the blow. Anything else? The soft rum noir? Ooh, it's got the word noir in it. You know this is going to be nice and dark. And what's that like? Just enough gold rum to make your toes glow. Then add blue curaçao and pineapple. Excuse me, pineapple juice to taste. Pour over ice. That's it. Anything else? Salty nose? He's got some interesting drink names if nothing else. Just enough aged rum to make your toes vibrate. Then add blue curaçao and grapefruit juice to taste. Shake. That's it. Alright, we'll stop going through his drinks for now. We could keep, well, one more. We'll go through one more. Sweet and unpleasant. Ooh, that sounds bad. And what's that like? You take a medium-sized glass bowl and fill it equal parts orgeat syrup and spiced rum. Cover it with a towel and let it stew until it gets a sort of suffering quality going. Add aged rum and let it sit for a while. Put an orange peel on top if you want to show off. Show off. Okay, I can't stop. I have to keep going. Blue sweet tiki. And what's that like? Start with a short, broad glass, slightly rimmed with white grapefruit juice. Put a plastic skull in the bottom of the glass. Flip it over and leave it for 20 minutes. Then slowly add blue rum, aged rum, white rum, and gold rum. Shake. Why would you need the skull? No drinks for us, thanks. No problem. See you around. Okay, we went through enough drinks. There's a lot of drinks going on. Did I see Ezra run by? Cyrano! I'm so glad to see you. These kooks are bumming me out, man. You see that guy in the sand over there? He rolled up, kind of off-center, you know? Kind of leaning on the stage here, and he was like, what kind of strings are those, steel or nylon? I'm sure you were cool about it. Oh yeah, it's mandatory around here, man. It's what the people want. I'm just a humble artist, you know? Plus, it's better for tips. You can't look like you care about it, you know? Even if it's your livelihood. A crowd can smell economic precarity, and it turns them off. Guess it's no fun to give someone money if they really need it. Too much responsibility. Hey, speaking of which, I'm about mid-set here. Can you take the can around while I play this next one? It's on the tape. I think you'll like it, man. Thanks. Alright, sure, let's go grab some cash. Didn't have to do that. Had to hurt. But that's the way it goes. The unsteady steadying the unsteady. There's probably a $5 bill somewhere just floating up and down the river from tip jar to musician to tip jar to musician like an eternal ferry for good intentions. That was very nice, Shannon. Alright, let's see who we can get. $7.50, nice. These two are pretty reliable. Where does the money come from anyway? Government check maybe? Nah, then they'd only tip like that on the 1st and 15th. Maybe they fence stereos or something. Okay, let's see if we can head down the beach a little ways. You should be able to hear it all through here, so we'll see if the boozers from the Bureau have anything. Ooh, nice! They're celebrating! These kooks are really going for it. It's good. You can't always hope for much with these fly-by-night crowds. Could have been some deep tiki fanatics getting uptight about Cyrano's tape machine or something. But these folks are tourists wherever they go. Hey buddy, you got anything? Oh, there's a lot of people around here. I mean, the music carries for a while. We might be able to go back to the dock. I don't think Ezra has any cash. We'll not bug Ezra. Oh, here we go. We got a guy over here. Oh, no money. That's okay. We'll see what we have to say about him. Will never has any money. Good for him. Will is always broke. We're okay with that. Ah, here we go. A couple of tiki guys down here we missed. Nope. This guy's keeping some odd company tonight. Better just to let him be. Oh, it's Conway! I didn't notice his arm and leg. Conway, $10. Someone left a 20 here. Is that for Patch or Cyrano? Maybe there's enough change in the jar to split it. That's only fair. Yeah. I mean, Patch can be okay with it. I don't think there's anyone else still on the beach. So yeah, I figured Conway would come to the shore, but I don't think I was able to intercept him. Yeah, he's already got his drink. Darn it, I missed this side of the beach. Okay, looks like everybody, so we can go ahead and return the can. A nice tiny haul for a single set. Okay. Oh, good. We can go talk to Conway. We switched back to Shannon. Conway. Ooh, drink. Let's look at the drink. An untouched drink sits on a table, forgotten or abandoned or simply wasted. Maybe you should waste your drink, Conway. There she is. You have to try one of these flower drinks. I feel like I could drink 100 of them. Not too sweet, not too strong, you know? A real session drink. We'll be scraping you off the beach. Nah, it's not one of those. Not one of those really strong drinks. It's sort of... It doesn't taste like a flower. I mean, not like a flower smells. You know, perfume, sickly sweet, like a star thistle flower. One of my first long-haul gigs ended up in a crash. Did I tell you about that? It wasn't so bad, actually. I swerved to dodge some stray cattle, hit a stump on the side of the road, and flipped the trailer. The whole rig went twisted down into a muddy ditch. It was spring, and I blacked out. I don't think I hit anything. It was just the shock of it, or maybe my brain bounced against the inside of my skull or something. Anyway, I woke up, and I'd been thrown clear. Never worn a seatbelt since. Oh, why'd I bring that up? Star thistle. I woke up in a field of star thistles. The first thing I thought was, what are all these damn ugly flowers? More old stuff. I'm drowning in old stuff tonight. Feels like I've got it piled up all around me, like one of those old guys you hear about who never threw anything away. You know what I mean? Maybe you should slow down. Oh, no. I don't think so. In fact, I could use a few more of these, indicating his drink. Just take a book of matches to the room. That should clear everything right up. Know what I mean? Sorry, I'm not making sense, am I? I just mean to say I can't look at anything without remembering something else, and then that reminds me of something else, and I'm buried in it. I just need to get my head clear for a minute. Get a clear view of the day, get oriented. There was a time when I felt this way. I'd bite the bullet, try to sober up, and get a job. Is that why you're going to work for the distillery? Maybe it is. Seems like a pretty simple answer, right? Just follow the work as long as you can. Got me all figured out. Hey, I'm going to sit and look at the water for a minute. I'll talk to you later. Don't be a stranger. Conway! I worry, though. I don't know where Ezra went. Ezra! Are you around here, buddy? Hey, Ezra, you want to talk? Where are you going? Okay, Ezra doesn't want to talk, but I don't want to follow him into the dark, either. Okay, he just goes to the edge and comes back. I worry that by getting all up on Conway's grill that we're pushing him further into drinking, but I don't want to be all passive about it because he started drinking because he wanted to. His leg hurt and he wasn't feeling right and he started drinking. And if we just let him drink, he's just going to keep drinking. We have to keep reminding him that he... Anyway, we'll talk to Will. Hello! Happy to be in the here and now? I heard a shuffling. Are you dragging your feet or just enjoying the sand between your toes? Deep in thought, I guess. I think you have something weighing on you, and I respect that enough not to press the subject. We're always being pressured to talk about our problems. It's all over the radio and the self-help section of the bookstore. But my ethos is to just sit with it, alone, inside of yourself. My spiritual advisor says, if something is boring after 2 minutes, try it for 4. And I think that applies to any other dissatisfaction just as well. I wanted to ask you something. I thought of it earlier, but it didn't seem like the right time. I'm sure you know what I'm getting at. You want to ask about my friend, the old man? Oh, no. I think I read him pretty clearly. He's an outwards reflecting kind of person. I mean, he reflects the world back out, largely uncolored. You and I? We are inward reflecting, I think. It means we prefer to nurture the best and worst of ourselves in quiet and interior spaces. And that's okay. Wouldn't you agree? Is that what you wanted to ask? No. It was... Well, I forget it now. Typical. Oops. I interrupted Will, my bad. Looks like the set stopped. Anything going on up here? Sunny! Hey, did you hear the ice caps are melting? I mean the polar ice caps. The ones all the way up at the top. Don't listen to him, hun. He's all doom and gloom tonight. Don't listen! That's the answer, Don. Well, what else can you do? Someday, all of this will be underwater. We'll all be drowned. What can you do? You can recycle? Half measures avail us nothing. Don't be a pessimist, Sonny. Have another Mai Tai. He's just in a dark mood because the bar is crowded tonight. He likes to spread out. You know toxic runoff has decimated the deer population, right? Oh no. That's what they say in a recent study anyway. And I believe them. Acid rain, you know. Useless any day now. Sure, I heard it in a recent study, so I take it as gospel. Worthless gospel, but gospel nonetheless. Yeah, I'm trying not to think about it. Everyone should be. Sonny, you're insufferable. I know, right? What? Oh, we can talk to Dawn. Dawn and Sunny, I like that. Toxic runoff. That's his latest rant. But I'm not surprised by anything anymore. Before this, it was bovine growth hormones and global warming. Nah, he's harmless. I just don't know him anymore, that's all. He takes bits and pieces of things he reads and synthesizes them all into some grand theory, and it's always the end of the world. Well, who could know that stuff, right? We can't even predict the weather. I mean, if you could take all these little pieces and predict how they're all going to interact, well, you'd know everything. I'll tell you what I'd do with that kind of knowledge. When I first met a man, I'd look at his shoes, and the kind of books he read, and what he eats for breakfast, and I'd make damn sure we weren't doomed to spend our twilight years greedily emptying Mai Tais and arguing about toxic runoff. Well, you know what they say about hindsight. Here's to a better yesterday. Unhappily married for many, many years. Let's see what's going on over here. Anything new? Anything good? Anything different? I think we're done. I think we should head back to the boat. Oh, we have a flashlight. I thought that was a head back, but I didn't know. I did not realize that we had a flashlight. Oh, can we see stuff with our flashlight? I mean, of course we can see things with our flashlight. That's just a silly question. What I infer is that is there things in the darkness to look at, like whatever that shiny thing is. Okay. Well, this is interesting. Run, Shannon, run! Oh, Conway, your leg, buddy. We'll head back to the dock. Okay, so she's gonna head back to the dock. It's nice that we're able to do that from here. It's like, you seem to be running in small spurts. Let's have, whoa, hey. No, wait, are you dead? Don't be dead, guy. I didn't even know this guy was here. Well, Shannon had mentioned a guy on the sand, but I thought it was this guy over here, and she just mistaken. Hello? Well, that was a pleasant detour. Yes, ma'am. Ready to get moving? How about you round up the old man if you can tear him free? Alright, so we're gonna have to go back and talk to Conway. Conway! We need to go! Put away your flowery super thistle thingy and let's get out of here before you get completely plastered. Come on. Oh, God. Conway. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Conway, we gotta go. Like, now. You're in bad company, buddy. Yeah, you're right about that. I never quite thought of it that way. Who are you talking to? Noticing Shannon for the first time. Oh! Nah, it's nothing. Hey, let's get out of here. Work to be done, right? Conway? I worry about him. Okay, so we have a few more stops on the Echo. According to Kate. She did say the rum... I can't remember the rest of the name. The rum bar. Was one of our stops, but she also mentioned a couple of deliveries. That makes me worried. It's easy to miss, but beneath that quarter-acre swarm of moths, that's Atticus piticamba, the rough tunnel moth. Their diet is mostly constrained to small insects, but they make an exception for sunflowers. It's a quarter-acre sunflower orchard, and beneath that sunflower orchard there are two small lots, small houses, positioned so they just about butt right up against each other. The houses are empty now of human life. There's no sign of a person or anything living except for moths and overgrowth. There are some pipes bolted into the cave wall near the perimeter and a few stone scars where other pipes have been ripped away by scavengers. These once supported the large grow lamps that fed the sunflowers. The lamps are gone now. Once this crop of sunflowers is picked away, it's unlikely anything else will grow here but lichen, moss, and rock formations. The rough tunnel moth will move on. The houses will be visible again, at least until somebody strips them for building materials, or the river washes them away. The houses were once inhabited by two sisters. Why they built their houses so close together or lived in any proximity at all is a mystery, since they clearly despised one another. It's possible the neighboring houses were an attempt at reconciliation. It didn't work. If anything, close quarters just turned up the pressure until those decades of closely held resentments and animosities were pretty near to boiling over. All that energy had to go somewhere, and both sisters had the same idea. They took up gardening. They both cultivated sunflowers, an improbable crop for this location. Too improbable to be a coincidence. Maybe the sunflower had some special meaning for them, or maybe when one sister saw her rival sowing the impossible seeds, she knew at once she couldn't bear to be outdone. Which sister had the greener thumb, we'll never know. The stalks tangled, the roots knotted, and the seeds mixed. Those gangly sunflowers merged the two lots into one undifferentiated field. The two sisters moved out, probably around the time the moths started showing up. Of course, there was no selling the lots then, overgrown and bug-chewed as they were. In fact, if those sisters ever tried to sell, they'd be in for a rude shock. Not too long ago, a property tax clerk, having seen the two adjoining lots registered to the same last name, presumed they belonged to the same owner and erased the legal border between them. Well, then they would have to reconcile to get their lots back. This doesn't look promising. I'm hoping this is a checkpoint and that's not a guillotine. Clara, Kate, and I stopped to do some business by telephone. Let's hang out with the dogs today. Valkyrie, and Homer. I miss Homer. We haven't had a chance to talk to Homer. Act 4, Scene 4. The Mucky Mammoth. Homer's so tired. Not sure if we can move or anything. Looks like not. That was literally it. While those two gentle beasts kept things under control aboard the Mucky Mammoth, I went ashore with the rest of the crew to make use of the public telephone. I called into my answering service, which I routinely neglect for intervals of months, to chip away at the pile. Kate checked in on a client of hers. She's a birth doula, in addition to being a tugboat captain. Did you know that? Clara talked to her sister in Lithuania. Illness in the family, I gather. Anyway, the evening hit a low point not much later on, so let's take a quiet moment here to listen to the river and reflect on the unburdened sleep of dogs. Shannon, Ezra, and the old man and I stopped at the Redvansky Center to make some quick cash. We'll try that. I'm not really in the mood to deal with Ezra. I mean, to deal with Ezra teaching us a card game.